What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Low-Key Legend. How the fuck y'all doing today? I'm doing alright. Today I'm back with a brand new episode. Actually, just a story here for you guys. I know last fucking maybe like 30 videos, dude, I was pumping out a shit ton of stoner tips. I am not gonna lie to you guys, I kind of am running out of ideas. We'll have to sit down one day and actually think of some more ideas to do some stoner tips on. If you guys have any ideas, drop them in the comment section or on one of my videos, and I read all the comments, so hopefully that'll give me some motivation to keep doing that. But for now, time to tell you guys another story that actually took place, I would say maybe a month ago. And this was the time I was drinking at work. So if you guys do enjoy the story, smash the thumbs up button. Let's dive right on into the first thing I want to say. This is not some shit I would ever recommend any of you guys to do, but in this environment that I do work at, it is very, very laid back. All right, I work in this little warehouse. We unload trailers, and moral of the story is not a lot of people ever come down to where we work at and check up on us. They just assume that at least we get the trailer done, and that's really all there is to it. So one day it was me, a friend, and also another friend. So there's three of us, and I decided, I gave the idea actually the day before we did this. I said, hey man, like, you know, I've been, you know, sipping a little bit. This shit is decent. You guys have any recommendations of drinks to just sip on, you know, and just have a good vibe to? So because ever since I did stop smoking, I did decide to pick up a little bit of a habit of drinking. Now, I don't drink every day, but I do enjoy getting a little tipsy on the weekend. I feel like it's just a cool little vibe for me to have. Not a very healthy habit, I do know, but since I can't smoke, I figured I might as well just drink. And I don't know if that's a good counteractive for that, because I do have a long bloodline of people becoming alcoholics in my family, so I will have to avoid certain situations with all that. But anyways, I decided to grab us a bottle, all right? And the person I was with, her favorite drink is actually Jameson, and I asked my friend, I'm like, dude, you know, is that cool? You know, does Jameson sound cool? He's like, yeah, that sounds straight as fuck. I don't care. The dude I'm working with right now, or the dude I was working with, who also shared this experience with us, isn't even 21. I think he was 18 at the time, and it was wild. Like, but this was not his first time doing it, but it was at work. So what happened is we go on lunch, and I decide to pop out. I get in my car and I drive to the nearest liquor store, which is about 10 minutes away, and I'm looking around for a bottle, and I only see the big bottles, so I'm getting kind of confused. And the lady at the counter sees me kind of confused looking at everything, and she's like, do you need help finding something? I was like, yeah, do you guys have any little tiny, you know, smaller bottles of Jameson? And she said, yeah, we got them right up here up front. And I was like, oh, that's probably why I didn't see them. So I go to the register, and the clerk says to me, she says, what do you want? And she, you know, there's a bunch of little bottles at the register pretty much. I think they were about a pint. Like, they were small enough to the point where I could fit in my pocket. I would say each of us there got about 3 or 4 shots, which was super dope. So I picked up a little bottle of Jameson, threw it in my pocket, and I drove back to work. So I come in, and I still had about 15 minutes worth of my break, so I, you know, ate some shit, and then we end up all going back to the trailer to go unload it. So we're about an hour goes by. It's about, you know, it's past 12 o'clock, so everything was all right in my eyes, and everyone else is there. We're all obviously a lot younger than the people, you know, working with us and around us, so we figured that this shit would just be a cool way to just relax for a little bit, and we were gonna stay for some overtime, probably another hour. I think I stayed there, so it was cool. We cracked open this bottle, and first thing is I walked into the trailer, and about an hour and a half goes by, and then they mention it. They're like, hey, did you get that bottle? And I was like, yeah. And they patted my pocket real quick, and it was in my pocket, and they're like, ooh, I feel that shit. And I was like, yeah, I got it. The plan was to actually get a flask and then pour it into the flask and then bring that in, but I decided to just grab a bottle small enough to fit in my pocket. So I did that. I also got a Monster while I was in the liquor store. Or no, I think I got it from the vending machine at work. Got a little Monster, and we decided to just start breaking this shit down right here, bro. So I undid the cap, handed it to my friend. She takes, you know, a solid ass couple swigs out of it, passes passes it to me. I take a little couple swigs out of it, and I pass it to the other dude with us, and he takes a couple swigs. He actually took the most, I think, out of this little pint we had. He took probably like 3 or 4 shots at once. I was like, damn, bro. But obviously we don't have time to pour up shots, so we're hitting it straight out the bottle right in the back of the trailer. That's where we did this at, because we were about 90% done with this trailer. We built ourselves up a bunch of boxes, and we just kind of hid behind the boxes and sipped this shit. I brought the monster back there, and we were just sipping on this bottle at work. This is the only time I've ever got the chance to drink at work like that, and I know the only reason is because my job is very laid back where I work, and people will not come up to you and check up on you as often as, you know, a regular full-time, you know, a regular job, I would say. I worked a lot of different places, and this job I have, I know this is a very extremely laid-back job. Like, the managers don't give a shit. They're kind of just doing their own thing, and they'll throw us in a trailer, and that's it. They won't even come back, check up on us for the rest of the day. So I knew that we were going to be safe. I knew nobody was going to walk up on us in there, and it was pretty much a little 5-10 minute session of us just hitting this bottle, and then about a half hour goes by, and I'm feeling it, dude. We're all feeling it at this point. We're like, yeah, that got us right, bro. Like, that shit was smacking. We got like I said, a little bottle of Jameson, and it did work, man. It did the job that we all expected it to do. And I just wanted to let you guys know in this video, this is a little story I figured I would throw up out on my YouTube channel. I know my stories really don't do as much numbers as my stoner tips. They don't get you know, a lot of ratings and shit, but either way, man, it's a video, and I did promise you guys daily uploads all of 2019. So far, I have not been able to keep that promise, but I will be dropping multiple videos very shortly in the future. Once I get my arsenal of videos up and get some more ideas coming to me, I will have to switch my content up as well in the future very shortly. I'm going to have to incorporate some new series on my channel that has nothing to do with stoner tips or telling stories, because right now in this situation, I'm kind of running out of ideas, and I have to think of something new to do. So I was thinking about doing like news. I'll drop another video on that, but I want to do weed news and cover, you know, anything I see in the paper or any crazy videos that I can, you know, just talk about real quick in a video. I want to do a segment of like 3 of them, similar to Ray William Johnson, but I will have the gameplay still up, and I will just be talking, because that is the main purpose of this channel, is me getting behind the mic and just being able to talk, have you guys enjoy yourselves with some gameplay of whatever game I decide to play, and that'll be the video, and hopefully that'll be enough. I really want to think of some new ideas though, and that's really all I have right now at this time being, is doing some news things. So we'll see where that goes, but in the end, as I said before, bro, this is the first and only time I decided to drink at work. Picked up a nice little bottle, and we finished that shit. We all got to hit it twice, so it went around the rotation twice, and then it was an empty bottle. I threw it in my pocket, and I was making jokes like, hey, maybe I should just leave it laying in the middle of the floor, and then, you know, people would walk around it, be like, damn, what the fuck is that? But there was cameras in the warehouse and shit, so that's why the best bet for us to drink was inside one of the trailers, and we did that. Got real nice and tipsy. We didn't get drunk or nothing, because we did all have to leave about, you know, 2 hours later after drinking out that bottle, and overall it was a good experience, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't really recommend you guys to try it unless you guys are at a very laid back job where you know for a fact you won't be talking to managers, slurring your words, you know, things of that nature, in case you do get a little too tipsy or they smell it on your breath. Also, when I was at the gas station or the liquor store buying this beer, or not the beer, the fucking bottle, I picked up a pack of gum. I actually had to stop at a gas station on the way back to the job. Picked up a pack of gum because I was tweaking. I was like, man, if we drink this, I do not want my breath to smell like alcohol. So we grabbed some gum, and we each popped a piece of gum after we were done with the bottle. So if they were to try to, you know, smell our breath or some shit and accused us of drinking, it would smell like mint. So it was pretty dope. Dopey little experience. I did have to wait in that fucking line though to get that gum for like fucking, it was like a 15-minute wait, 10-minute wait, and I was buying a 50-cent pack of gum that was on clearance. I was so mad. I was like, damn, bro, maybe I should just pocket this shit and walk out. But I didn't want to go back to my old ways of, you know, being a scumbag. So I decided to just wait in that 10-minute line. Wasted 10 minutes of my break, but it was all good, man. It was a fun experience. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't have done it if it weren't for the coworkers that I worked with. I wouldn't just go to the job and just drink by myself. I'm glad I had the opportunity to share that experience with some people. And what I ended up doing with the bottle is, on the way home from work, I threw it in my car, and then as soon as I turned the corner, I'm not gonna lie, man, pretty scumbag thing to do, I threw it in a garbage bag, a little plastic plastic bag, like a jewel bag or a Walmart grocery bag, tied it up, and then threw it out the window. So it was a bogus move for me to do that. I know, I'm not gonna lie, but I did not want to risk getting pulled over and have him seeing an empty bottle and then have that escalate into something way more crazy than it should have. So anyways, man, that's the video I got for you guys. If you did enjoy, smash the thumbs up button. This isn't one of my proudest stories, but it is something I decided to turn into a video because, like I said, I'm kind of running out of ideas, and this is a pretty, you know, it was some cool shit that happened, I guess, at work. And I know that not a lot of people get to experience this shit because they may work in a job where the managers are always down their throat, or whatever the case is, are always watching you at all times after they come, you know, you're done with your break and shit. So I'm just glad I got to experience this in the best way possible with nobody down my back, and it was a good rest of the day, man. Nothing happened, we didn't get caught up, and that's really all I got, man. So if you guys did enjoy this, like I said, smash the thumbs up button. Follow me on Instagram if you guys have not already. I'm 1 follower away from this video for 300 followers on Instagram, so one of you guys can help me out with that. First link in the description. Anyways, I am the Low Key Legend. I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow for brand new videos, so thanks for watching. Y'all stay safe, stay savage, stay low key. It's your boy, the Low Key Legend. I'm out of here, guys. Adios.